Hey Jen, so today I'm going to teach you how to make a faux brick wall. If you want to learn how, continue watching. So to start off with, we're going to need our tools and supplies, and so that means another trip to the hardware store. And well, it was a bit of a mission to get the foam for this. Because we have to find a way to carry this. Oh, you can't even get in the frame. This into a car. How? I don't know. So right now we're trying to figure out how we're going to fit this in a car. We're not going to get wood right now because I couldn't make up my mind because there are two different types of woods that I'm looking at. One's vinyl, one's laminate. And you're going to get a reaction.
What's this for her?
Oh, that's my foam for the bed, my headboard.
Yeah, but the foam for her wall. She's making a faux brick wall. That's the foam. Oh. How much is it? Oh, it's $16. My thing is, can it fit your car? No. No. So this is that? We're all really trying. She thought it could fit in this car. She was wrong.
I didn't think that. Shkeem thought that.
Remember when you thought this could fit in my mom's car?
Yes.
Good times.
We're literally blocking the
The entrance? Yep.
Yeah. Actually, no, because lights So after my many struggles and trying to get it in my friend's car, then her mom's car, and then strapping it on my brother's friend's car because my brother didn't want me to put it on his car, whew, we got it. It's great. I digress. And now it's going to be time to clear out my bedroom. So now that my bedroom is completely cleared out, it is actually time for us to paint. And I want it to be bright, white, and crispy clean because I just needed it because this wall color was like an awful chain smoker beige. Like it just wasn't cute, it wasn't nice, it was not calming. And it didn't look clean, the walls always look dirty, so I just painted it nice and white. So after everything is painted and it blends nicely and it's dry, it's time to move on to the big guns, and that is completing the brick wall. So for supplies, what we're going to be needing, a leveler, as well as a pencil, not a pen. Trust me, you do not want to use a pen. You're going to need an 8-inch block of wood, long measuring tape or a long piece of wood, some painter's tape, and your welding pen. Oh, and most importantly, your foam. So to start off with, what we're going to be doing is peeling off the back. I noticed it was leaving a bit of the silver residue on it, so one thing that I realized afterwards is pull it further away. The closer I was, the more the silver was showing up for some reason. I'm not sure why, but the distance actually helped get rid of the silver. But don't worry, when you paint it, you don't even notice it. I found it much easier to make the straight line with the larger piece of wood. If you have a ruler, that works too, but don't use a small piece of wood or something really short in order to make the lines because you could go crooked. It may not be the same length and also the same size. So with my block of wood, as you see, I have it to, I believe, 8 inches from my own desired dimensions. Again, I'll leave everything down below. And as you see on it, I did mark in the middle in order to make it easier to make the brick pattern. So what you want to do is make your first brick pattern, and then you want to move over and make the next one and the next one. With the second line, you're actually going to start from the middle point of your brick in order to get the nice pattern. time for the fun part, and that is welding. Be careful with this tool because you can make a very big mistake. The welding tip fell off in one of my pieces and it dropped and made a big hole through the middle, but it's brick, so it's okay. It's allowed to have some dings and nicks on it, so that is what's perfect about me making a brick wall. So I'm going to teach you guys some of the things I did. One thing I did is the love tap, the hover, and the blur, and the scuff. Those are all little little tricks that I did in order to achieve the brick look. The one thing I did is use the hover method, and that is when you just lightly hover over and it will melt the brick so it'll look like it's kind of chipped off or it's like a little piece is missing. And then I also used the love tap method, and that is basically you just want to tap it away, and it kind of pushes down. It adds a little bit of texture but not too much. And the nick is basically you just want to just slightly make little scratches in it so it looks like you scuffed or scratched the brick up, because brick is not perfect. That's the thing about it. It's so fun that you can make all the messes and as much or as little as you want. And then you also can do the blur. So the blur I did is on the corners. I just slightly left it hovered, almost like the hover, but you lightly put it over the corners and it melts over and makes it a little bit softer, because brick is not always so straight. It's not always so, they're not always perfect if they're aged. And so yeah, use those tips, try them out. So now we're going to start painting, and for painting, basically you're going to use you can use regular wall paint or acrylic paint. Don't use spray paint. Spray paint will actually eat the foam, so stay away from that. And once it's dry and amazing, it's time to put it on the wall and see how it looks. Unfortunately, I had the pleasure of mistakenly mixing it up because I was doing multiple DIYs that day, and so the wall, I wasn't able to line up the pieces as I went on. And well, me and my mom had to figure out which piece goes with what in order to make it look seamlessly. But that was a lot of fun. And once it was done, we stuck it up on the wall, and it looked so good and so cool. It kind of gave like a lofty vibe for my bedroom, which was the main goal. You guys can't can't tell from the angle you're at, but trust me, my room has such a like a loft vibe, and nothing can stop me. 'Cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way, I follow. No need to say. And in order to hook it up, I actually used the 3M hooks, or the tape actually, and I needed to use a lot more than what was recommended. For some reason on my wall it just would not stick. So I think I have because it fell down one time. I tried just using like 4 or 6 of them and it fell. So, and it's supposed to weigh for 18 pounds, and these foams don't weigh 18 pounds, but for mine, I think I used over 9 for each board. For your walls, it may stick. It depends maybe if your walls are concrete or if it's plaster, like, because the chalkiness will dry out, like make it, the tackiness go away. So definitely try it out, but I did use a lot more than recommended, and now it stays up perfectly and I am happy. So that is it. That's the end of building my brick wall. I hope you liked it. Let me know if you try it out. I live in an apartment and I just wanted my room to look a bit, I don't know, I want it to be different. I want a different vibe, but also if you have some noisy neighbors, it kind of helps as a barrier. It doesn't completely shut it off, but it does definitely muffle the sound, and it allows you guys to have a little bit more privacy when it comes to what's going on the other side of your wall. But besides that, it honestly is so pretty, and it's just bright, and it gives me a loft vibe. It gives me like, I feel like it gives me a vibe like I'm in New York, and I love New York. That's like my second home. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me if you guys have tried this out, or what feature wall did you guys do? Did you paint a nice bright color? Did you use wallpaper? Did you stencil something? You know, let me know exactly what you guys did. Thanks for watching, gems. Like, comment, subscribe, and see you next time. If you guys like this video, go ahead. I have so many more videos to come. Click right here, watch the next one. It's just like, come on, do yourself a favor, just click the video. Go ahead, click it.